8:41 on this Thursday. Good morning and welcome to the Hometown Morning Show with Tori and Kyle. In studio guest this morning is local talent Elisha Kriis. Good morning. And welcome to the Hometown Morning Show. Are you? There's no rain out there. You didn't get caught in the rain.
Yeah, no.
Not
Thank
today.
you for having me.
Of course. Now we're here to talk about a film called Highway Nights, which you were a producer of. But
That's
I want to let the listeners know a little bit about who Elisha is and your background, your whatever is on what the kids like to call IMDb. How's that?
Yeah, so I started my career as a travel TV host. I traveled all around the world hosting India's first international travel show. And I did that for about 3.5 years, Europe, Middle East, Asia. And then I moved on to my bigger dream, that is to tell stories in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, in the La La Land. So here I am. And about 8 to 9 independent films later, I got to produce my first short that was qualified for Academy Awards this year.
And tell me a little bit about that. It's called A Fight for the Academy Awards.
It's called In Consideration. So first you get In Consideration, then you get in the top 5 blocks, and then they choose the winner. But for me to be considered with the kind of subjects I'm promoting, that are social subjects, women-centric films, this meant a lot for me. So it's enough for me to, keep going and keep me motivated to pursue my other slate of films that I'm currently working on.
Fantastic. Tell us a little bit about Highway Nights.
Highway Nights is a short film that is inspired by the life of tribal sex workers. So it is a statement on how we should not forget them in India. So their troubles, they don't have employment. So the men were, since Criminals Act in India, that was passed many, many years ago by the British, they were stopped from working. And as a result, all the girls, the daughters, wives, had to become prostitutes. So this is a take on what their aspirations are. They want to be educated. They want to go to college. They want to have a normal life. So this was just a take on expressing their emotions as human beings.
Were you able to film this in India?
It was filmed during the pandemic in India. And it stars one of the biggest national award-winning directors out of India, Prakash Jha. And it's directed by Shubham Singh.
And how did some of these big name directors and producers and filmmakers, how did you become in contact with them?
I'm from India, so I've done some work in India. My first few Hindi films came out while I was doing my travel show because I wanted to pursue both. I wanted to see the world and I wanted to become an actor and a storyteller in my own right. So that's how it started. I was born and raised in India, if I haven't made it clear. I'm Gujarati from Gujarat. And after finishing my bachelor's in business administration, I got my first job as a travel TV host. I auditioned for a few Hindi films. I got some, and that's how I got acquainted with people there, the big name directors and producers, while I was pursuing my TV and film career in India before I moved to Los Angeles.
On your travel show, what were some of your favorite places? You traveled the world.
Yes.
What is that one place that kind of just sticks out in your mind that was like, oh, that was just, fantastic?
One of my favorites is Norway, but I would also say Santorini, Greece. I can close my eyes and go back there anytime I want.
So Norway and Greece. And what struck you in Norway? Did you see the lights, the Northern Lights, or?
I did not, but it's just. And it's so close to Alaska, it's the oxygen, the way you can just go on until 3 a.m. when it's the midnight sun.
Right. Yeah. In the summertime, I think they get like 18 hours.
It's gorgeous.
But that must be kind of weird and crazy, right?
Yes, but I remember we were filming a travel show and sometimes we would look at the time and it's like 2:30 a.m. and we're still so pumped because we don't get tired. There's so much oxygen in the air, and that was an anomaly for me coming from India. So I was like, whoa, this is how it feels when it's this clean and fresh.
And your director of photography probably never has to say, hurry up, we're losing the light.
No,
never has to
exactly.
say that.
Yeah.
So how did you come to Santa Clarita? Like, where was build me the bridge?
So when I moved to Los Angeles, it was obviously Hollywood, the glitz and glamour. And I was like, yeah, I want to go to Hollywood. And after a while, I was like, whoa, Hollywood. I lived in Hollywood for about 7.5 years. And during the pandemic, I made the decision to move to a more calmer, more peaceful, but close to Hollywood place. And what better than Santa Clarita? I mean, I am so amazed that this is right here and so close to all the main points in Los Angeles, and it's so easy to travel to Hollywood, just a 20-minute drive without the traffic. I was like, wow, and I'm in love with Santa Clarita, everything about Santa Clarita. I'm so blessed I found this place.
How did you find it?
Well, my family and friends, we used to come here a lot to see our family friends and in my circle. And I'm like, whoa, what is this place? Where do you live? I mean, this is so close and it's so safe and everybody's so peaceful. And this is a family place. I see a lot of children and I just feel safe here. And everywhere I go, it's a whole different vibe than Hollywood. I mean,
yeah. And unfortunately, during the pandemic, Hollywood did get a little ratchet, and it's on the upswing and being cleaned up and everything. But it did get a little bit rough around the edges, and downtown Los Angeles as well. But we are welcome to Santa Clarita. Glad you are here, and you are a hop, skip, and a jump away from Hollywood to continue chasing your dreams. But you're well on your way with Hollywood Nights, Highway Nights. And Highway Nights, if we want to see, now short films are so hard sometimes to see unless you go to festivals and stuff. If we wanted to see it, how do we see it? Is it online somewhere?
Yes, it's going to be on Shorts TV that has all the Oscar qualifying and Oscar nominated and Oscar winning films.
And what are you working on right now? Are you working on anything right now?
I'm working on my first big production. It's called Godmother, and it's a feature film biopic based on the life of Sindhutai Sabkal, one of India's biggest humanitarians. She's famously known as the mother of 1,400 orphans, India's Mother Teresa, the most awarded human out of India.
How fascinating. It sounds absolutely fascinating. All great luck to you. Break all the legs. Have everybody in the production break all the legs. You know that term, right? Here in America,
yes,
we use that.
Legs,
okay,
yeah.
All right. I didn't want you to leave going, why is she saying break legs?
I've been here for a while.
Okay, great. great. Elisha Kriis. Kriis with a K and 2 I's.
Yes.
Very cool last name. ElishaKriis.com if you want to find more about Elisha and our special guest this morning. Thank you so much for all the information and good luck to you. Thank you so much. And when the next film is produced and ready to go, come on back.
Absolutely.
Talk to us and let us know. We love to hear so much about our Santa Clarita residents and what they're doing.
Thank you, Tori. It was a pleasure.